Sleep. We all need it, and we spend about a third of our lives doing it. Scientists aren't totally sure why we need to sleep, though they do have a few good guesses. It's obviously an important biological function, because practically every single animal needs to sleep in some form or another. But since it isn't always practical for some species to just conk out for 8 hours, a lot of animals have evolved some clever workarounds. Large animals like horses, elephants, and rhinos can be pretty vulnerable. They live out on the open plains, and they're really big, so they're very visible. They have to be prepared to run basically whenever, which makes it dangerous for them to just lay down and sleep. So, many of these bigger herbivores have developed mechanisms that allow them to doze on their feet thanks to something called a stay apparatus. That's a system of ligaments and tendons that can lock into place so they don't have to actively use their muscles to stand upright. Some species, like horses, do need to lay down for REM sleep, the deepest kind of sleep. This is where being a herd animal comes in handy. While a few animals are laying down to catch some REM sleep, others are sleeping on their feet. By distributing two kinds of sleep across the herd, large herbivores can guarantee that the group is ready to react to danger, but its members can also take turns getting deep sleep. Like horses and other large herbivores, giraffes sleep standing up, but that's not what makes them so interesting. As it turns out, giraffes get very little sleep. Researchers observing giraffes in captivity found that adult giraffes get less than 5 hours of sleep per day. Like horses, giraffes will sometimes lay down to catch a little deep sleep, twisting their necks around to rest it on their rump like a pillow. But they only do this for a few minutes at a time, less often once they've reached adulthood. Researchers aren't sure how these huge animals get away with such short naps, but it's probably an evolutionary advantage. Sleeping less means they spend more time alert and aware of their surroundings, and less time unconscious at the risk of being attacked by predators. It could also be necessary. Since giraffes are both vegetarians and enormous, they have to eat a lot, up to 37 kilograms of leaves per day, and it takes a long time to eat that much food. Frigate birds lead pretty intense lives. Like some other birds, swifts for example, they can fly for weeks without stopping, and they can sleep at the same time. Flying uses a lot of energy, so for a long time ornithologists figured that these birds had to be sleeping somehow, but they didn't know about the specifics. In a study published in August in the journal Nature, researchers captured 15 frigate birds and attached sensors to their heads, then released them. They monitored the birds' brain waves as they flew, taking trips that lasted up to 10 days and covered distances up to 3,000 kilometers. The team found the birds did sleep, even though they were flying. They didn't sleep as much as they normally would on land, but still, they slept. In the air. So it's possible that other birds that fly for extended periods of time also sleep in flight. Other animals can't really afford to let their whole brain sleep at once, like marine mammals that live underwater. These mammals have to deal with a tricky situation. They need to breathe air, which means that they need to do two things. First, they have to consciously control their breathing so they don't accidentally inhale water. They also have to rise to the surface to breathe regularly, which seems like it would make sleeping nearly impossible. Bottlenose dolphins have a solution to this problem. Only half of their brain sleeps at a time. That's unihemispheric sleep. Meanwhile, the other half of the brain maintains some awareness, staying alert for danger, and allowing the dolphin to surface for air every 4 to 5 minutes. After about 2 hours, the dolphin switches hemispheres so both get the chance to rest. Dolphins aren't aren't the only creatures to use this method of sleeping. Ducks do it too. Mallard ducks sleep all lined up in a row, and ducks in the middle of the row will close both eyes to go completely to sleep. But the ducks on the ends of the row keep their outside eye open and half of their brains awake to keep watch. Marine biologists used to assume that pretty much all mammals that lived underwater used that same half-brain method to handle breathing and sleeping. Then, in 2008, they found out that sperm whales might actually have a different way of making sure they get their rest. See, sperm whales can hold their breath for a really long time, up to 90 minutes by some estimates. So unlike dolphins, which need to breathe every few minutes, sperm whales can go for a while without surfacing, which might be why they seem to have an unusual napping technique. A group of researchers came across a pod of sperm whales just floating vertically in the ocean. These whales were completely motionless and didn't react to the researchers' presence until their boat accidentally bumped a whale. The scientists were curious about why the whales were drifting around vertically in the ocean, so they decided to investigate. By using tracking tags, they found that sperm whales consistently do these so-called drift dives and will spend up to 30 minutes motionless and vertical in the water before coming up to breathe again. The whales are so motionless and unresponsive because they're probably in some kind of sleep state, but their overall time in these dives is low, less than 3 hours per day, which probably wouldn't be enough sleep on its own. So it's likely that sperm whales also use unihemispheric sleep, but these drift dives might be an opportunity for deeper, more restful sleep. Other swimmers can't stay still while they sleep, like some sharks, for example. It's not clear whether sharks sleep in the way that we typically think of sleep, but they do have some kind of resting period. But some species of shark have to keep moving so that water can flow across their gills, which means they'd have to swim in their sleep to stay alive. So they sleep using a technique that marine biologists call yo-yo diving. Basically, they swim up toward the surface, then allow themselves to glide downward for a while. They rest as the water moves across their gills, then wake up and repeat the process. This specialized diving might be enough to let sharks get the rest they need while still letting them breathe. This isn't true for all species of sharks, though. Some sharks don't need to be constantly moving because they've evolved spiracles. These specialized gills behind their eyes draw in oxygenated water even while the sharks are laying on the ocean floor. Some species of parrotfish have kind of a gross sleeping habit. When they settle down for the night, they blow a big snot bubble using special glands near their gills and cuddle up inside. It takes a long time and a lot of energy to make these mucus sleeping bags, so they must be important for the parrotfish, but why? Researchers used to think that the bubbles prevented silt from settling on the fish during sleep, or helped keep them hidden, or warned them of approaching predators. But there wasn't any good evidence to support any of these hypotheses. Finally, a few years ago, some scientists found out that bullet-head parrotfish protected by cocoons were less likely to be attacked by a nasty blood-sucking parasite called a gnathid. See, during the daytime, parrotfish can seek out cleaner fish, like the blue streak cleaner wrasse, to take care of the gnathid infestations. But at night, the wrasse aren't around to help out. So it's possible that these parasites are so damaging to parrotfish that they evolved these mucus bubbles to keep them out while they're sleeping. Octopuses may be a lot more like humans than we thought, because they seem to experience REM sleep just like us. Since they're invertebrates and their physiology is so different from our own, researchers used to assume that octopuses didn't really sleep in a technical sense. Many invertebrates have periods of wakefulness and rest, but their brains are so different from vertebrate brains that it's difficult for scientists to figure out what exactly would be considered sleep for them. Then marine biologists noticed that cuttlefish would lie still with their skin a dull color for periods of 10 to 15 minutes, then would briefly twitch and flash different colors, then repeat the cycle. Further research showed that twitching and random color changing in octopuses was a sign that they'd entered into rapid eye movement, or REM sleep. REM sleep is important for learning in mammals, and if some invertebrates do it too, it might be connected to their learning process as well. It also might explain why these invertebrates seem to be unusually intelligent. Like the other animals on this list, they've evolved to get just the kind of shut-eye they need. Thanks for watching this episode of SciShow, which was brought to you by our patrons on Patreon. If you want to help support the show, just go to patreon.com/scishow. And don't forget to go to youtube.com/scishow and subscribe. Arachnids!
All right. Well, damn. Good morning, Tree Fam. How you guys doing? What is up? What is up? Croissant. Croissante. Welcome back to the Treehouse, everybody. My name is Cherry Blossom. I am your everyday streamer here on Twitch. And, it's been a long, tiring day. Well, other people would say I got stuff accomplished, but I feel like I did not get anything accomplished at all. And Prin is constantly whining because Amelfi is not here. And Stainsy. Lo-fi radio going on.
So let's say you have to read an incredibly long email from your boss that you have to finish before the
Alright. Alright, what are we gonna do? DRL? I think so. Alright. That's loading. That's over there. Go here. Alright. I'm gonna do. Alright, but yeah, it looks like YouTube won't be able to get any of the science intros whatsoever. It makes sense that the videos that I watch with you guys during the science intro are from YouTube. That makes sense. Alright, if you don't know what I'm doing right now, I'm on a drone simulator. Drone simulator. I mean drone like in 4 propellers. Damn. Your fucking reset? How the fuck would you just stay there like that? Nice. Nice. Addy flips. think I was gonna play this tonight. I think I was gonna play anything tonight. Hey, Moon. How are you doing? Whoop, whoop. They relaxed? Hell yeah, dude. Fantastic. What got you into playing some Destiny 2 tonight? Playing that Halo Infinite? What's up, Moon? Random Urge? A... Well, the multiplayer is free. And crossplay. Yep. The multiplayer is free to play. Here, let me show you. Do 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 do. Boom. Yep, free to play on Steam. Play it right now. Already got it? Fantastic. As soon as I said it, yeah. Yeah, they released it early. The only thing you're going to have to pay for, well, is the pass if you want it, and the campaign. Fuck, I was trying to say just a second ago, but yeah. Oh yeah, dude, this Infinite is pretty good. And I'm not an FPS person, so understand that I'm terrible at FPS, and I'm saying that I enjoy this game. What got you into FPS? I've played Halo since the day it came out. Now I haven't played all the games multiplayers for years and years and years, because for the longest time I didn't have internet. So up until Halo 3, I didn't play any multiplayer except when I was at a friend's house. Okay, water. Kind of different things. That was the kind of thing for me, so I found every reason to be there. Gotcha. I was not able to do that. My parents would get mad. Dude. Start me on a fucking hill. Also used to play it at Gaming Expo with randos. We stay straight to Halo. Nice. I've never been to a convention of any kind. Never been to a convention, concert. The biggest thing I've been to is the release of a movie. I don't even mean a midnight release. I mean like just the day it was put out. I've gone to see movies. One I used to go to was in Portland, Oregon, and it was gaming convention. Nice. That's awesome, dude. Half ball, nice, nice. Doing 2 tournaments there, Tetris and Halo. Hell yeah, dude. Nice. Nice. When I was like, actually, okay, I can say this. When I was like, 14. No, not 14. Jesus Christ, that's way too old. When I was like 12 or something like that, my mom took me to a local Toys R Us. They were having a Yu-Gi-Oh card tournament. And I won the tournament, along with one other dude. We tied. Our decks killed each other. I love doing that so much. I love following the curve of that ball so much. It's fun. It's really fun to do. Damn. My favorite archetypes? Eh. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, but I stopped playing it. It got way too complicated. Yep, way too convoluted. Way too convoluted with bullshit. Way too many different, like, oh, let's do a hyper shit and fucking mega forms and all this shit, dude. I know that's not the right words for them, but I don't care. Fusion was great. Tunes were great. After that, it pretty much started going down, in my opinion. So, Pendulum? I get you. I made a bug deck. Had all these little bug creatures that could just literally... It felt like you were playing blue in Magic. Alright. So, 3 machine archetypes and 1 fairy. For Ancient Gears, Meliodios. Fairy Samurai and Cyber Dragon. Gotcha. Okay. I don't remember my shit from back then, like, too much. I remember I had a whole bunch of bugs. I had a whole bunch of bugs and plants that could, like, literally just control your deck and what you do. Oh, I remember one time I opened a pack of cards, right? I opened a pack. I got 2 Injection Fairy Lilies out of the same pack. Probably Nutria deck, but no, I stopped playing and got into Magic. Gotcha. I think it was a Nutria deck. I think it was. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right. So, Yeah, it was my Naturia deck. Yeah, it's exactly what it was. Bro, look at this shit. I've got 5 foil token cards. The Karibo's! I forgot about them. What are these? Oh, first edition. Never knew. Naturia Leodrake, Naturia Barkion, Naturia Bandoise. Synchro. I think that's like, I can't remember. I think that's like a fusion. Yeah, I used to play a lot of Naturia. My little spider fang. Little stink bugs, little fruit flies. That fruit fly was delicious. Go back, no problem, man. Might be worth something now. It's possible, but I've got decks all out the ass. Alright. And apparently I've got more cards for my stuff. For my infect deck. Not sure why those are there, but oh well. They are. We're not going to be on for too much longer. I'm going to go check something, put this back real quick. And then we'll be back to chat for a little bit. But after that, we're going to be heading off, Tree Fam. All right. Yeah, I've got tons of decks of Magic the Gathering. I've only got 1 or 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've got a couple of Pokemon. I've got a couple of Vanguard. But most are Magic. Yeah, most are Magic. I had a pretty damn good dinner tonight. Went to KFC, got some stuff, brought it home, brought some chicken home, some goodness, you know. Okay. Waiting on an order. Don't think it's gonna come through tonight though. It happens. I think we're gonna go ahead and end here. Moon, thank you very much for hanging out and spending your time. I appreciate you, Moon. Thank you very much. Thanks for chatting. It was good to reminisce about some card games, you know? I'm glad you're gonna get into some Halo Infinite. Hell yeah. But guys, other than what we've talked about, my day has been pretty normal, just long, just felt long, same time as always. But it felt long. Also, check out the TikTok, Cherry Blossom 013. Check out the TikTok. We've got a couple hundred likes on a few of our videos. Well, a couple hundred likes on one of them. We had 240 something on one. But over 100 views on each of the videos so far. We've only done 3. That's pretty cool. That's pretty fantastic. I think anyway, you know. Not trying to be something super big or anything like that, but you know, anything helps. So if I'm able to do anything that makes people come to the channel more and hang out, spend time, get it active, that's what I'm going to do. TikTok seems to be a place where people like what I'm doing, or what I've done so far anyway. So yeah, okay. Tree Fam, hey Smalls, how you doing, love? I am just about to head off. For the night. I have to actually go and find my Doge because she just ran out the room, but she should be fine. She's in the house. I just gotta go find her. You tired? I get that. Well, I appreciate it, Smalls. Thank you. I'm doing okay for the most part. Amelfia and I broke up with our boyfriend, so we're not her and I are having a pretty shit week. Yeah. There's that. Haven't been getting much sleep. Sleep's been terrible. Absolutely terrible. Stomach's been absolutely terrible. So you know that part when I said I was fine? Yeah, I lied. So you gotta come into the just sadness, Smalls. You ask the questions that get the sad responses. Appreciate it, Smalls. Thank you so much. It's Free Fam and people like you that are the reason why me logging on every day, streaming, and getting only 1 or 2 people coming in doesn't dissuade me from streaming. Doesn't dissuade me from doing this every day. We've been live for 1,459 days in a row now. I'm gonna be here, regardless of how I feel, pretty much. And thank you, Small. Thank you. Alright, I am going to head off, though. I was just about to head off right when you came in, though. So I'm sorry that I'm ending it while you are just showing up. Anybody else hanging out, spending time? Thank you, thank you. What is today? Today's Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. So Tuesday there is, I don't think anything planned for tomorrow. I don't think anything planned for tomorrow at all. Yeah. There's nothing planned for tomorrow. So I might be on stream early. Sending love to y'all. I hope y'all have a great night. Give the miss a big hug for me. I will do, Smalls. Will do. Alright, everybody. Thank you very much for hanging out, spending your time. The most valuable currency in the universe is your time. So thank you for spending it here. Free fam. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye. Hashtag never play solo. Hashtag outro.